everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I am bringing you my first festive video of the year and I am so excited about it. Literally Christmas could not come soon enough. I'm currently filming this in November. I don't have my Christmas bedding on quite yet. It's actually going on tonight, but I needed to film this video this morning and yeah, I could have changed my bedding this morning, but I like to change my bedding on a night so it stays nice and fresh and then I get in it. Besides the point, irrelevant. Anyway, today's video is going to be a Christmas makeup look. Now, I don't think I've done one of these in ages, obviously because Christmas was a year ago, but I don't think I actually did one last year. I feel like the last time I did one was the year before. Maybe I'm wrong, I can't remember. It's actually been inspired by the makeup look that I did the other night when I went out, but we're just obviously going to be chucking a red lip in there. So this look is also very wearable for day to day or like going out, and you can obviously just change the lip colour and you'll be good to go. But yeah, I am super excited to be filming this video. Like I said, if you do enjoy Christmas videos or just videos from me in general, please give this a huge thumbs up and subscribe down below. And also don't forget to press the bell to be notified every single time that I upload a new video. And without further ado, let's get into the Christmas spirit and do some Christmas makeup. Okay, so as always, I started with my eyebrows on. I just used the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Soft Brown and then just a Zoeva eyeliner angled brush to apply the product. I haven't actually set my brows in place yet because I actually forgot to get it out of my little makeup bag, which I have here, which, how cute is it by the way? Literally, all you have to do is take a little drawstring, so like you just chuck everything in, pull it together and then you're good to go. I think it's so quick and easy. I'm going to set my brows in place using the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. You guys know I use this literally all the goddamn time. And I'm just going to brush over that. I actually need a new one of these, so that is going on my Christmas list this year because, you know, if someone else can buy it for me, it saves me a bit of money, doesn't it? So now we're going to move on to the eyes. So before I zoom you guys in, I'm just going to show you the products that we're going to be using. So I'm going to take the P. Louise base. Mine's in the shade 0.5. I probably could do one that's a little bit darker. I feel like I've mentioned that before. I just dropped it on the floor. That rhymed. That is just a little bit light, and especially when I fake tanned like I have at the moment, I've returned to the dark side because I want my tan back and it's winter and it's just cold outside. So I could do with it a little bit of a shade darker to match my tan and everything. I mean, my hands really don't match my face, but my hands obviously aren't even that tanned. And for the eyeshadow palette, we're going to be using the Be Perfect Clientele palette, which just looks like this. This is literally like my favourite palette at the moment. The Be Perfect palette, honestly, hands down, some of the best palettes. So this is what it looks like. Very colourful, but also very wearable and sort of day to day. I think the only really one that's not very day to day is this one, but you could somehow tie it in. So yeah, I'm going to be using this palette. Literally, I think if I wanted to collab with a brand, I think it would be Perfect. Like, their eyeshadows are literally insane, and the pigment, honestly. Okay, so it's not actually as zoomed in as I thought it was going to be, but I'm literally sat on the edge of my bed, so apologies. But I'm just going to take a little bit of the eyeshadow base on the back of my hand, and you can just see how light that is, but you know. And then I'm going to go in with my Morphe M224 brush, and I'm just going to apply this on the lid in like a patting motion. You'll see. And now I'm just going to do the other eye as well. And obviously you don't have to use this eyeshadow base. You can use any eyeshadow base that you have, or you can even use a concealer that obviously you're going to be using later, or just one that you like. You can literally use anything, okay? I just use this because I love it and it really helps with the pigment of the eyeshadows as well. There we go, so that is what the base looks like. As you can see, it is quite a lot lighter, but doesn't really matter, you know, we're going to be putting eyeshadow on it Anyway, so now I'm going to go into the Clientele palette, and the first shade that I'm going to take is the shade Sandy. Just looks like this. It's just a soft neutral brown, and we're just going to apply this lightly in the crease and blending it up. And I'm just blending this right up to the brow bone as well, just diffusing the colour. So that is what that looks like. As you can see, there's a gradual blend to the top, obviously leaving a little bit of a space just slightly under my eyebrow, so you've got that little bit of a highlight naturally. So now I'm going to move on to the other eye and do the exact same thing. Don't worry if this gets on your lid or anything, because we're going to be applying darker colours on the lid anyway. Now we're going to move on to a little bit of a darker shade. So the shade that I'm now going to take is the shade Dirty Tan, which is just this one here. And taking a similar brush, I'm just going to dip into that, and I'm going to blend this into the crease to deepen it, and then I'm going to smoke it out just a little bit into the upper area of the lid. Can't think what it's called. And again, don't worry too much if it gets on your lid, because we're going to be applying darker shades anyway. And I'm just going to do the same on the other side, and then we're going to go back in with this brush, which we use the shade Sandy, and just further blend it all together and make sure it's all nice and seamless. Now that that is all blended, we're going to go in with the shade Brownie, which is this one down here, and we're going to apply this all over the lid, sort of to like the center point. We don't want to go too far in. I mean, we are going to cut the crease, but this is just going to add some colour to the lid, just like that. So that is now what it looks like. It's a little bit more darker and a little bit more smoky. As you can see, it's still very, very wearable. You can wear this obviously day to day, or you can obviously glam it up a little bit more. But now we are going to go in with the shade Too Much, which is this one here. A small little dense brush, and we're going to really pack that on into the outer third, and then also blend it into the crease just a little bit. So I'm just packing that on in the corner here. And then I'm just slightly going into the crease. Now we're going to go in with the brush that we use, the Dirty Tan, and I just put a little bit more of the Dirty Tan on the brush to help blend this together. And then do the same on the other side. Okay, so that is what the eyes look like currently, and now we're going to go back in with a little bit of the eye primer that we used earlier. You can obviously use concealer or whatever you want for this process, and I'm literally just taking the tiniest bit ever, so I'm like tapping it on my hand, and then I'm literally just going to slightly outline a cut crease, a half cut crease. So I'm just literally tapping this on my eye. Then we're going to go in with the shade Asher and set this cut crease in place. So I'm literally just going to pack this colour on like so. And then we're going to lightly tap over with this brush, which has the shade Too Much on, and this is just going to help to blend that colour together. Just like that. So now we're going to do the same on the other eye. Now obviously you can change this look up as well. You can obviously make it a little bit more glittery and a little bit more festive, or you can just leave it matte like I'm doing. So this is basically the eyeshadow complete, and now we're going to move on to eyeliner. For this specific look, I like to start in the centre of my eye and bring it out, and then that way I can control the thickness before I do the wing. I don't know if that makes any sense. But now I'm just quickly going to go in with a little coat of mascara. So I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, And then I'm going to go in with some lashes. So the lashes that I'm going to be using today are these lashes by Hailey, and they are in the style Higher Hun. There we go. So now the lashes are on, and it's obviously tied the look a little bit better together. Gonna start off with primer. So with it being the winter season and the winter months, my skin obviously gets a lot drier, as I'm sure everybody's does. And although this is a favourite primer of mine literally all the time, it is especially within winter because this is so hydrating and it just really keeps my skin nice and moisturised and nourished and just looking healthy and glowy rather than dry and crusty. So that is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. You guys know all of it. Yeah, I just put 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I usually do apply it straight to my face, so I don't know why I did that. But just gonna evenly distribute that all over my face, and then we're gonna rub it in just using our hands. My hands are so cold. Literally, it is freezing in my house. Always is, because obviously me and Sophie work from home, but my mum works in a school, so she works away from home, and we can't afford to keep the heating on all day every day. So Monday to Friday during the week, whilst me and Sophie are at home and my mum's at work, it is absolutely freezing in the house. I swear it's like -2 degrees. But now we're going to move on to foundation. So again, using one of my favourites, it's the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. Love how this looks on the skin. It gives me a really nice natural glow. I have literally been listening to Christmas songs non-stop since the start of this month. Like, honestly. And now to bring more of a healthy bronzy glow back to the skin, I'm going to go in with the Chanel Solid Tan de Chanel, which is basically a cream bronzer. As you can see, I have used this to death. This is actually an item that is on my Christmas list as well this year because I'm running out of it and I want some more. I absolutely love this. So I'm just going to take a Real Techniques like flat angle brush, and I'm just swirling that around in there, and then I'm going to tap this on my cheeks, and this makes doing bronzing and contour so much quicker as well because you kind of already got the colour there, so you don't have to spend ages building up the colour with the powder. So I'm just tapping that on the skin like so. I'm going to do that on each cheek, around my forehead, down the sides of my nose, and just a little bit under my chin. Now we're going to go in with concealer and conceal underneath my eyes and highlight in the places that I obviously want to highlight. There we go. So now I'm going to blend this in again using my beauty blender. And then I'm actually just going to dab it back over using the brush that we had, some of the Chanel Solid Tan de Chanel. Now we're going to set that in place. So I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty loose powder, and I'm going to bake underneath my eyes just like so. And I'm just going to dab in the places as well that I did highlight. Then to set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade 2 Medium. This is absolutely destroyed, and again, on my Christmas list for this year. So I'm just going to go in with a Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just going to dab into there, and then just this across the rest of my face. And then I'm going to go in with a smaller brush to help dust off this under eye bake. So as you can see now, we are all sort of blended in. We're not so much 3 different colours, we're more like a natural, you know, little bit of a highlight under the eye. So now we're going to bring out this contour a little bit more, because obviously it's kind of blended away just a little bit. So I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, and I'm just going to warm up my cheeks. So just taking a fluffy brush like I always do, and I'm just going to dust over, and literally this tastes so good, just like so. Now we're going to go in with highlight. Can you guys guess which highlight we're going to be using? Of course, my Jouer highlight in the shade Skinny Dip. This is literally my favourite highlight. I will literally hardly ever use anything else because this is so paying. And I'm just going to apply this on my cheekbones and in the areas that I want to highlight. Then we want to go down the bridge of the nose, on the cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin, and then I'm actually going to go in with this little brush to further go on the nose to make that really pop. Like so. And then we're going to use this on the inner corners too, and then a little bit under the brow bone. And now we're quickly going to go in with blush, and then we're going to hop under the eyes and blend this out and make this a little bit more smoky. The MAC blush in the shade Melba, which looks like this. It's a really nice like peach coral colour, and I'm just taking a Real Techniques blush brush, just dabbing in there, and then I'm just literally going to tap this on the apples of my cheek. But now we're going to go back into the Clientele palette, and we're going to go in with the shade Dirty Tan and Too Much and smoke out the under eyes. And then as a final little touch, obviously again, you can choose not to do this if you don't want to, but recently I've really been loving applying eyeliner in my waterline. This again really helps to smoke out the look. So I've just got this black one from the Body Shop, and I'm literally just gonna line my waterline. And then I don't know how I'm gonna do this because I normally do it with the opposite hand, but I'm just gonna lower my eye a little bit, there we go. And then I'm quickly just going to apply some mascara to my bottom lashes. So obviously now it's time for the red lipstick, so I'm going to go in with the MAC lipstick in the shade Ruby Woo, which is just this really bright Christmassy red. I'm sure a lot of you guys own this or own something similar. I don't like this red actually. Never mind, changing the red. Highly matte liquid lipstick in the shade 22. This is kind of like an orangey red, but it's just so much nicer. And there we have it. This is the finished look. So I really hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, as always, remember to please give it a huge thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Also, I'm doing some really exciting giveaways over on my vlog channel, as it is now Vlogmas, and of course I am doing Vlogmas, so make sure you head over to my vlog channel, linked in the description box and always at the end of the video as well. And I also have merch coming out really soon, which I'm super excited about. When you're watching this, some of you guys might actually already own the merch and be wearing it, because it first goes on sale at Winter in the City, which is on this date when you guys are watching this video. So let me know in the comment section down below if you do already own a piece of the merch. I do also have a Instagram for the merch page, so I will leave that linked down below as well. It's just JasmineClough merch, and if you guys tag me in a picture of you wearing the merch, you can be reposted on there. So yeah, lots of exciting things happening this month, and like I said, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you very soon with another one. Bye.